Hey folks, welcome to this video. This little screencast I'm making to give you a quick overview of the MyMathLab site. And this first screen that we see here, this is the course homepage. And first let me point out, you may see some stuff in this screencast that you won't see on your course homepage because I am the professor of the class, so I have some other things available to me. So don't worry about it. Like if over here on the left you don't see test 2 preparation or test 3 preparation, that'll come in good time. First thing I'm going to highlight is over here on the left. I want to go into the course information tab. In the course information tab, you are going to find some important documents that I need you to pass out, or I need you to print out. The first one is your online orientation. The second one's going to be the course syllabus. Please note in the course syllabus, you're going to see rules and policies for the course, and look, a password that's needed for quiz 1 only. Then you'll click and print out the academic calendar, the protocol for sending email, and a list of homework to practice exercises. I'm just going to go over a couple of these items, not in great depth because you all can read on your own, but I do want to point out some items on the course syllabus. So I'm going to click on the course syllabus, and it'll automatically open as a PDF. And again, make sure you print this out, have a hard copy on hand. So come up here, there's your little print icon. Some items here. Again, I'm not going to read everything. You can read it on your own. First thing I'll point out is my office location is B3051, and those are my office hours. So if you're ever on campus, come on by, say hi. Let's see other things. Let's look at the grading structure, test coverage. Test 1, table 1 here will show you for each test what's being covered. So test 1 is going to cover the assigned sections from weeks 1 through 3, and that would be assigned sections, section 1.1 through 1.6. Some other items here about the test. The tests are going to be proctored, and that means you'll be taking them in the Lakeland Testing Center. When you show up to the Lakeland Testing Center, make sure you bring a photo ID and, of course, a pencil and your graphing calculator. You will not be allowed to have any kind of notes or cheat sheets or anything like that. That's prohibited during the test. And some other items. They're going to ask you the class and the professor, so make sure you say Math 1700 and my name, Bill Armstrong. Here are the testing center hours. One quick comment about testing center hours. They will not give you a test if it's within a half hour of the testing center closing. So let's say, for example, you want to show up Wednesday at 8:35 p.m. to take the test. They will not give you the test because that's within a half hour of the testing center closing. I'm just going to scroll through again. I'm not going to read all this to you. You should read it on your own. Online quizzes. You're going to have a total of 12 online quizzes worth 10 points each. So that's a total of 120 points. Each online quiz will be due on the Sunday that it is assigned by 11:55 p.m. Once you start a quiz, you have to finish it in one session. There's no time limit on taking the quiz. It's just that once you start, you must complete it. If it takes you 2 hours, it takes you 2 hours. But once you start it, you have to complete it. For each online quiz, I'm going to give you 2 attempts for each online quiz. Final exam, there's a 120-point final exam. So you can see here in Table 2, you're going to have 3 tests worth 120 points each, 12 quizzes at 10 points each, and the final exam is 120 points. So the course itself is 600 points total. In Table 3, I show you the percentages I use to determine the final grade that you will earn in the course. Not going to read over this. You can read about how I assign course grades, academic misconduct, general course tips, note I'm not going to collect the homework that you're practicing at home exercises. Nothing submitted there. But it's important to do it. Completing that homework section by section is probably the single most vital element to success in the course. Then you can read through the rest of the stuff. Learning the course material. I'm just going to touch on this briefly. I'm going to give an overview. Over the years of teaching online math classes, I've developed a four-step cycle of learning. And in short, what it is, you're going to log on to the MyMathLab site. You're going to go to the whatever section, which chapter and section that you need to be focused on. And you're going to read the e-text. This is a wonderful product. This e-text is phenomenal. While you're reading the e-text, you will have links to videos and animations that are done by the author. I strongly encourage you to watch these animations and videos. For many sections, definitely starting, in week 5 after chapter 1, I'm going to supply a YouTube video on a section-by-section basis, reinforcing the concepts and ideas in that section. And then I'll be doing several examples in these YouTube videos. Sometimes when you're reading the e-text after an example, you're going to see something that's called a you try it. I would encourage you to do those you try it's, because what it is, it's a problem that is much like the example you just read. So it's an immediate reinforcement of the concepts in that example. And that just helps you get ready for the end of section practice exercises. Do the practice exercises, and all that stuff prepares you for the online quizzes, which in turn prepares you for the tests and the final exam. Acknowledgement of syllabus. Again, notice password for quiz 1. So that's the syllabus. Again, print it out, have it on hand, and read through it carefully. The next thing in here, don't forget to print out your online orientation. But the next thing that I'm going to open and print out will be the academic calendar. Again, it's a PDF, so come up here and print it out. On the academic calendar, what you're going to see is I have it broken down week by week, the sections that are covered for that week, and any important deadlines coming up. So for example, you see here week 1, sections covered are sections 1.1 and 1.2. Sunday, August 30th, that's the deadline to complete quiz 1. Notice week 4 is dedicated just to test preparation. Saturday, September 19th is the deadline to complete test 1. You could take it on Wednesday if you want, or Thursday or Friday or Saturday. You just have to have it completed by Saturday, September 19th. So this is, the academic calendar. Please print this out and have it on hand. You always know when deadlines are and sections that are being covered on a weekly basis. Even at the end, I reiterate quizzes and the sections that are covered, and I will reiterate the tests and the sections that are covered on the test. That's already been mentioned. This stuff here about tests and what sections are covered, that's already mentioned in the course syllabus, and it's mentioned here again as well. So please print out the academic calendar. So I'm going to close that now, and you need to print out the protocol for sending email, and I want to highlight some stuff in this as well. Make sure you have the correct email address. It's right here, number 1. Folks, I need you to use your Lakeland email account when you're sending me an email. There are many reasons why. I'm not going to go over every single reason. I'm just going to hit the main reasons. Main reason number 1, I know it's a Lakeland student. I mean, if I see an email that's from, soccersuperstar13@gmail.com, if that's your personal email account, I don't know it's a Lakeland student. I might not be inclined to check it out. So please use your Lakeland email account. As I mentioned in my welcome video, you really should get into the habit now of checking your college email account at least once a day. That's how I will communicate with you. And I really need you to use your Lakeland email account when you want to send me an email. Please identify yourself if you're sending me an email. So, I have here, you'd start the email with, I am, June Johnson, and I'm a student in your Math 1700, Trig online course. That just helps me. Please allow time for a reply. I check my email multiple times each day. I can say that if you send me an email, you will get a reply within 24 hours, sometimes a lot quicker than that. I've had students in the past that have sent me an email at 10 in the morning. I happen to check my email at 5 after 10, and I reply to it, and they're getting an immediate response. But give me at least 24 hours to reply to an email, especially if you send one late at night or on the weekend. But you will get a prompt reply from me. And again, please print this out. You can read through the rest of it about being cognizant of writing tone, et cetera, et cetera. But that's the protocol for sending email. So I'm going to close that. So one more time, print out your online orientation, print out your course syllabus, the academic calendar, protocol for sending email, and please print out your list of homework to practice exercises. I'm going to click on that. That's another PDF. It just shows you on a section-by-section basis the practice exercises to do, and I even indicate on the e-text screen that the exercises will begin. So please print this out and have a hard copy of it. The one item, let me close that. The one item in the course information that I have not said to print out is the answers to the exercises, and here's why. Let me click on it and open it up. And it's taking a while to open up because, I don't know, it's got to be at least a 30-page document. I wouldn't print out this document. It's too many pages. 29 pages. Now, I have a link in here for you because if I were a student in this course, when I'm doing the exercises in the ebook, I would have this open. I would open this. You can see it opens in a separate tab. I would just open it up and have it open. And as I'm doing the homework, I could then click over to this tab and see if I'm correct. But I'm going to go ahead and close that now. So that's everything in your course information tab. One more time, print out the orientation, syllabus, calendar, protocol for sending email, and the list of homework to practice exercises. Next thing I'll look at over here in the left panel will be your announcements. This is where I have your weekly announcements, and I have all the weeks already preloaded over here for the weekly announcements. And the main reason why I've done that is, each semester I usually end up with a couple of students that like to work ahead. And for those students who do opt to work ahead in the course, having access to upcoming week announcements is beneficial to them. I kind of want you to realize where the weekly announcements always are, so you can match that up with the academic calendar. Let's take a look at one of my weekly announcements. So week 1. Notice the first thing you see is welcome and a reminder of 5 items to print out, and even a reminder of where the password for quiz 1 is. So I've mentioned this several times. Please print out those 5 items. Usually, a typical weekly announcement that I have, it starts with this stuff here. So let me just, kind of move down a little bit, where it shows you what the week is. So this is the week 1 announcements. And then I define a week to go from Monday through Sunday. So you see here in the week 1 announcements, I'm indicating week 1, the sections that are going to be covered. I know this is in the academic calendar, but it's kind of nice to see it again in the weekly announcements. And I indicate exercises you should be doing, the e-text screen they start on a section-by-section basis. And I also have a little reminder here when quiz 1 is due. See, it's due Sunday, August 30th at 11:55 p.m. So Let's look at week 2 announcements. See, typical. Just shows you week 2 announcements. Week 2 is from Monday, August 31st to Sunday, September 6th. I'm going to jump ahead to the week 5 announcements because I wanted to show you, starting in chapter 2, I do have YouTube videos matched up with the sections. And, I have to say that the videos I have do not replace reading the e-text and watching the videos in the e-text. I'm going to be highlighting topics and I'm going to be doing extra examples on topics. Yeah, I might give you my perspective on these topics, but don't consider it to be a replacement for the e-text or the videos in the e-text. I also have a strong suggestion that when watching my videos, to put it in full screen mode and put the setting in HD mode. You have to right-click on the link and open in a new tab. So let me just open up one of these. So I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to open it in a new tab. Some people open it in a new window. I'm just going to open it in a new tab, and then I come up here. That's in my new tab.
Hey folks,
and let me pause this. Here's where you'll put it in HD. Mine's already in HD. See, it says HD. But if you're not in HD, you just click on that and, find HD. Here's where you would put it into theater mode. That would take the take the video and make it go more horizontally across the screen. And here's the full screen mode. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in full screen mode. And we go back and click play.
I've put together a video for the beginnings of the next material, where we're going to start looking at the graphs of the trigonometric functions.
That's enough of me babbling. So I'm going to exit the full screen mode. I just wanted to show you, some of the features of the videos that I would have here. So again, that's where your weekly announcements are. And let me head on back to the main menu, go back to the course home. The next thing, I've mentioned this a couple of times, the e-text. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click on the e-text tab, and I'm going to view the e-text. And I'm going to just highlight some of the neat features of the e-text. I've mentioned them more than once, and I thought, I'll just go ahead and show them to you. So over here, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to expand chapter 1. Let's go to section 1.1. And up in this box, it tells me that I'm in section 1.1 and I'm on page 2. This is how you can go page by page through the section. So, I just click that. See, it takes me to page 3. Up here, I can enter a number and go directly to a page. So let's say I wanted to go to page 1.17. So I type that in, then I hit enter, and it takes me right to page 7. So see some figures here. It's looking like a typical textbook. One thing that's a little different, you'll see some things that are highlighted here. These are all clickable items. Obviously, if I click on this, it would take me into figure 6. If I click on this, and let me click on it, it's going to open a little definition box, kind of reminding me of what an acute angle is. That's kind of cool. You have these items as you read. You can always click on it and get a quick reminder of something. Let's see what's on page 8. Special angles, yeah, you need to know those, which you'll read. It's like a little icon here in front of example 1. Example 1, it has here, drawing angles in standard position, typical. You can read through it like a typical book, but this little icon here means that there's going to be a video doing this example. It even says here you can watch the video to see how to draw each of the angles below. This video is the same as this video, but I wanted to point out this icon. This icon is the icon that will tell you there's a video involved. So, if I were a student, I'd probably click on this icon, and notice it opens a new little window. And, let's see what's happening here.
In this video, we're going to draw angles given in degree measure. Draw each angle in standard position and state the quadrant in which the terminal side of the angle lies, or the axis on which the terminal side of the angle lies. Let's go ahead and start by trying to sketch the angle 60 degrees. So to draw our angles, let's start by drawing the initial side of the angle.
Okay, that's enough. The dude that you saw there, that is the author of the textbook. His name's Kirk Trigstead. And you see over here, it's telling you the total duration of the video is 3 minutes and 6 seconds. But I'm going to close this now. Know that icon. That icon tells you that you have a video. Let's see what's on the next page. Wait, I wanted to see if there's anything. Let me go back a page. Yeah, I wanted to see. I see this is example 1. And right after example 1, there's a you try it. So I mentioned these earlier in my 4-step cycle of learning. So I just clicked on the you try it. See another little window's opened up here. And it says draw the angle in standard position and state the quadrant which the terminal side of the angle lies, or the axis on which the terminal side of the angle lies. Okay, the terminal side of the angle lies in which quadrant or on which axis? So let's see, negative 210 degrees. Let's see, boy, I believe that's in quadrant 2. And I come down here, I can check my answer. And it's saying, hey, I did a good job. Click OK. Now choose the correct drawing of this angle. So, boy, you know, if you can't see it, you can always click on one of these buttons to make it bigger. And let's see what happens. I don't think it's C, but let's see what happens if I select C. Oh, it's saying, oh man, that's wrong. Okay, so I could read through why I was wrong. Now I'll come back and I'll try B and check the answer. Hey, I got that right. You know, good for me. I could do another exercise just like it, but you see this reinforces what example 1 was showing you. Wonderful feature. I really like the you try it. I'm going to go to page 13 now to show you a new icon. This new icon is an animation. I mean, it has the word animation in here as well. It's the same thing as this, but I wanted to show you what an animation looked like. Things that I would look at if I were a student.
To establish a relationship between degrees and radians, consider the circle seen here with radius r. Note that a central angle of 360 degrees intercepts an arc equal in length to the circumference of the entire circle. We know that the formula for the circumference of a circle is c equals 2 pi r. Therefore, a central angle of 360 degrees intercepts an arc of length s equals 2 pi r.
So see, that was the beginning of the animation. That's, they call it the intro. The next thing you would do is you would click continue. But I just wanted to give you an idea. I'm not going to click continue. I'm going to close it. And I wanted to show you one more neat feature. It's kind of nice. This first section has all the important features of the text. And it's this icon here. Notice it looks like the video icon, but it's got that little red dot in there. This is an interactive video. And I'm going to click on it. An interactive video, well, it means it's a video that you have to interact with. You're not just going to simply watch, but you have to do stuff. Let's see what this one is.
Draw each angle in standard position and state the quadrant in which the terminal side of the angle lies, or the axis on which the terminal side of the angle lies. Click on an angle to begin.
So see, it's kind of cool. You have an option. You can, which one do you want to do? Which one do you want to do? Okay, I'll start with A.
To sketch the angle theta equals pi thirds radians, we'll start by drawing the initial side of our angle along the positive x-axis.
Okay, I'm going to stop it. So that's an example of an interactive video. Sometimes in an interactive video, you'll be you'll be posed a question that you have to select the correct answer, A, B, or C. And if you don't select the correct answer, you'll get a reminder on why it's not correct. So that's a neat feature. I really like it. So it was kind of nice. This first section was able to highlight all the wonderful features of the e-text. It's a really, really good product. Take advantage of all these wonderful features. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close the e-text and come back to the course home. The next thing I'd like to point out, let's see, we've gone over announcements, the course information, all the cool, neat features in the e-text. So next up will be the online quizzes. This is where you can find all 12 online quizzes. They're all ready for you to go. Notice you can see the due dates in here, which you already know the due dates. They're on the academic calendar. So when you're ready for an online quiz, say online quiz 1, you just click on it, and that will start your first attempt of online quiz 1. Please remember, once you start the quiz, you must complete it in one session. There is no time limit, but it has to be completed in one session. And you can see over here, there will be a total of 2 attempts allowed on each quiz. See other things here. Yeah, I'll click on it. You can, if you tools for success, multimedia library. This is where, you could, if you just wanted to see animations, videos, these are all embedded within the e-text. So there's nothing new here. Gradebook, should probably talk about Gradebook. You take an online quiz, your score will automatically be recorded in the gradebook. When you take a test, once I have it graded, I will record it in the gradebook. You will then be able to see, it always will keep updated for you your current percentage in the class. So you should always know your current standing in the class. Finally, let's talk about getting ready for tests. So here's the test 1 preparation. I have it open and ready for you already. I would, well, let's start at the top. Test 1 study guide. It's going to be a PDF. It's going to give you a good overview for test 1. And I'm going to list on a section-by-section basis some practice problems for you to work on to help get you ready for the test. So let me click on it, open it up, and let's see. Yeah, some stuff up there. Oh, here we are. Section by section. E-text screen that the associated exercises start on, and I am giving you problems that you should definitely know how to do. Okay, what I would do if I'm a student, I would focus on this to get ready for test 1. And once I've done all these problems and I feel like I'm ready for test 1, I would then print out test 1 practice test. I'm giving you a practice test to kind of give you an idea of what to expect on the test. If you can do this, you should do a fine job on the test. There will be no surprises. But it's just to give you an idea of what's on the test. Anything you're unsure of, I have practice test 1 solutions here. So again, this is me working out the solutions. It's a YouTube video. There I am again.
I thought we'd go through the practice test that I put on the website, the Course Compass site last week. It's the practice test, test 1.
There we go. Just gotta pause it. You don't need to hear me babbling any more than I've done already. So that's it. You now have seen a good overview of the MyMathLab, this wonderful site. So make sure you print out all the items I asked you to in the course information tab. Read the e-text, just follow the directions, and hopefully everything will be nice for you. So that's it. Quick overview. Now you're ready to go. So get started on the material, and good luck. Thanks for watching.